Okay, so I have got to go to a few shops. Happen to be at opposite ends of like where I live. I have got to go to one city centre and the other city centre because I like being awkward. That's the only ones that are there. So don't bother looking. That, Jesus, no wonder I always nearly curb it. I try and miss that. I hate this supermarket so much for parking. I had to then figure out in my mind where I was going, where I needed to drive to. Do you ever do that? Like you're driving and you know really where you've got to be, but then like just for like that second or 2 seconds or whatever, you're just like, where am I going again? Is that just a me thing? It can't just be a me thing. Maybe it's because my sense of direction's awful. Like, I know where I'm going. I've driven this way so many times. I've gone to where I'm going so many times. But like, it's just like, should I turn here? Where am I actually going? Am I going the right way? Like that sort of stuff. So now I've got a picture in my head where I'm going and actually if I'm on the right road. No, I'm not. I wanted that other road. I did. Wanted to go straight and then like, no. And I could, no, I can get to it this way. It's just traffic will be worse. It's a long way around. That used to be a Ford garage for anybody who doesn't live around here. Look how, that looks massive. Oh my goodness. And I'm going car shopping soon. Possibly car, possibly. I'm not getting rid of you just yet. I like you. I'd love to keep you. Yeah, so I'm not getting rid of him just yet. I want to go to Nissan as well. I love looking at cars, but look how nice this one is. I don't like test driving cars, especially when I'm not ready to buy one yet. Oh, look at that leaf. Oh my goodness. It's in white as well. It would be very impractical to own a leaf. It would suck. Because around here, Jesus Christ, around here, there's not an awful lot of electric charging points because we're not in a city. But I'd love to own one. I think when they bring out like the longer mileage ones, then I'd probably get one. But for right now, with especially the fact that next year I won't be driving, the same way, and I won't be going the same places because next year I finish university, so I won't be driving around Liverpool. So this is really weird. So yeah, we're probably gonna go car shopping on Sunday. rid of this one. For the obvious reason of insurance. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you know the insurance for this next one is like this insurance right now. Well, I'll put little chat what's private now. The insurance for this right now is £900 a year, which is really low considering it's a 1.6. It's like a hatchback thing, and it's quite big. It's like a family car because I don't do little cars very well. I don't like them. It's not that I don't like to look at them, like they look nice, and when other people are driving them I'm like, oh, they look cute, but for me it's not practical. I have so much stuff, and like the fact there's no boot, and I definitely couldn't do a 3-door car because no. So it'd have to be a 5-door, if I was to get another one, it'd have to be a 5-door car, and I don't know how small is too small. I haven't yet decided that, but like definitely out of the question are like old style courses, like old style courses, micros, like city cars like the Up and things like that. Like little cars like that are definitely like too small. But before I got this one, I wouldn't even consider like a Fiesta, like a new style Fiesta, because they are a lot smaller than this. However, compared to like now smaller cars, it doesn't make them look so tiny. My brother had an old Fiesta, like a 03, I think it was, which I hated. It was a 3-door. I hated it, didn't like it, far too tiny. So for an old style Fiesta, I think it'd be far too small. However, if it was a 5-door newer one, it might be a bit bigger. So yeah, I'm looking at like small idiot, looking at smaller cars than this. You're doing well above the speed. You're an idiot! And you want the petrol station, don't you? No, you're just an idiot. How do you want to get that one car in front? So yeah, looking at like Fiesta-y sizes, I really like the BMW 3 Series. I love the look of the 3 Series, but practicality wise it's not hugely practical. However, the 3 Series Estate, majorly practical, looks not as stylish, you know, doesn't look great, but I like it. It's not that it, in my opinion, looks hideous. I don't think it does. It's just, in my opinion, it's not as nice as the saloon. However, it's a lot more spacious than the saloon, so an estate would probably be better. I need something with a boot because right now I'm currently filling the boot on this, and I don't know what litres this is, but I mean, I might annotate it if I can find it on Google. But I mean, it's a big car, this one, and I definitely couldn't go like really smaller than it. Siren. Oh, this traffic's going to be horrific. What gear am I in? Probably be. Yeah, so I probably won't go drastically smaller if I do end up getting a different car. Yes, the insurance. I got distracted. I apologise. The insurance for just cross. This one this year is £900. However, the insurance for this one next year, with even a remotely half decent company, is looking at about £4,500 a year, and that's not because it's not got a black box. It's just that is the cheapest decent quote I could find. Why can't people just say thank you? If I wanted like a really bad company that's got like a 1-star review, which I'd never do, we're looking about 2,900. But for like a 4-star company, which is like what I'm with now, I think I'm with a 3-star company right now. But if I wanted like a 3 or 4-star company or even higher, the lowest is 4,500 a year. And I don't know why it's suddenly gone up, because I've had no claims so far. Hopefully I will do. And the parts are just have a car I love than a car that's just a car and then have really cheap insurance. So I settled for a car that I loved and the insurance was more expensive, or would be without a box. Because this without a box was pretty much it wasn't even a consideration. Because this without a box last year was £9,000 for me, being at that point I would have just been 20. So for a 20-year-old for a 1.6, I don't know why, but obviously area and stuff, it was £9,000, just under, I think. I know that it was £777 a month if I was to do it monthly. Stop. Jesus. It would have been £777 a month if I'd done it monthly. But I ended up paying £900 a box. So I mean, £4,500 isn't too steep considering it's dropped from £9,000. However, it's still well too much. So yeah, that's why we might be looking at a car.